This is the condition of our office space, y'all. Okay, we're looking at the 36 inches. Jeremy put in the work and cleared off the room. So we are back down to a very, very clean slate. These are not the curtains that we're using, remember? Yeah, and we also need to extend the rod because they don't go far off. They don't go out far enough to get like full coverage. So yeah, all of this stuff is gonna be changed out. So yeah, but we're gonna leave it up for now just because, you know, we want privacy at a certain point. So first step is putting together this IKEA furniture. Hopefully it's easy, but we all know how IKEA furniture be. All right, we got 3 shelves put up. That wasn't too bad. That was actually really quick. So now it's time to start building out our base.
Let's do it.
So we are completely pivoting. We did not care for the whole corner shelf situation. It just, I don't even know really what to say about it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like that it wasn't a solid structure. Even though we could have made it more solid and kept the shelf, I wasn't vibing with it. I wasn't liking that it was going to be more difficult to do the molding and all the things and attaching it to the wall because it was so far from the wall. I was like, let's just turn it into a regular shelf up against the wall and let's just go from there. So we kind of reconfigured everything. We put one piece over to this end and then a second piece over to this end. So we're not even going to use the 3rd shelf. And then we're going to put the 2 cabinets in the center, and then we're just going to build that into one cohesive shelving unit. So right now I'm about to start taking out the baseboards so that Jeremy can start cutting and inserting all of the 2x4s as our base, and then we're gonna go from there.
Trip the breaker.
Having flashbacks. I feel like there's gonna be Asian lady beetles in between the baseboard.
It's our office.
Good job.
And there's curtains in it and chairs. Sorry.
We got everything locked in as far as where we want everything. Shanice's taking the baseboards off right now. I just took out the miter saw from the shed and I plugged it in. I went to go hit it. I tripped the breaker. I had to figure out what breaker went to what, so I got that squared away. So now I'm gonna just take my measurements real fast, go out there and start cutting the framing out, and then come in here and attach it, man. I think we're locked in.
Steph, are you gonna help or what? Okay, so this is taking us much longer than we expected, as I feel like it always does.
We switched the plan a few times, that's all.
Well, I think the problem is we didn't even have a plan.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even have the proper materials to extend the base, to extend the shelf all the way up to the wall. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. To extend the bookshelf all the way up to the ceiling. So we're just kind of like winging it and like figuring it out as we go, like almost like puzzle piecing things as we go. And we can't continue doing that in this project. I don't know what it is. I feel like when it's our first time doing something and we don't have like a template and we just kind of start, we never have a plan. Like we never have a written out well-devised plan. We just start. And if this is your first time watching us do renovations, just trust the process, okay? Okay? Just trust the process. We're gonna get it together, but the bones.
Stop right now. Comment below right now as you're watching this video and put, it ain't gonna turn out good or it's gonna turn out good.
Right. Do y'all think this is gonna be a mess or?
I want to see where your guys' heads are at right now.
Because honestly, right now, I'm kind of doubting myself. I'm not even gonna lie, but I know the way our previous projects have turned out. Like we end up getting it together, and the result looks well. The bones, the structure might be solid and sound, but it might look crazy. It might look like, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. But we are going to get it together. This was our first case right here, the bookcase. And honestly, me and Jeremy keep on telling ourselves that we need to stop buying these furniture pieces and just make our own. Because it ends up being much harder trying to find the stud. Yeah, like trying to customize and find the studs and if the materials that they use. I mean, is this horrible? What is it?
Cheap plywood.
Yeah, like a really cheap plywood material that's just crumbling every time we drill a hole through it. So we just need to start building our own. We probably would have been done with this wall if we would have just built our own shelves, to be quite honest. So, lesson learned with the shelving situation, but we're moving forward. We're working on the other shelf. Jeremy is getting measurements right now to get the other shelf to touch the ceiling. And that's another thing. We have such a huge like blank area above that shelf. And had we just customized and made our own shelves, we would have had the shelf go up much higher and then very minimal space for crown molding, all that stuff after, once we get to the finishing touches. So again, lesson learned, but we're moving on. And hopefully this side goes much quicker. My only issue, because this wasn't even our original plan, we planned on putting most of the shelves and the storage on this wall, but it didn't work out, okay? It just didn't work out. Don't ask too many questions. But we decided to do it on this wall, and then last minute, I realized how this corner is kind of tricky because of the window. We already have our curtain rod up there. And again, once we extend the bookshelf all the way up to the ceiling to have more of a built-in look, the curtain rod and the crown molding are going to be probably centimeters from touching. That could be a problem. So I'm trying to figure out what is my plan B with the curtains, the window covering, the curtain rods. I think I already mentioned to you guys that we're going to be changing out these curtains anyways. We're going to be repositioning the curtain rods anyways. So we're going to have to figure out how that is going to work. But regardless, the rod has to be there if we're going to use outside mount curtains. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. Hopefully it doesn't look weird at the end and too crammed in that corner, but we'll see what happens. Right now I'm just marking the studs on the wall so that I could attach the cabinet to the wall and make sure they're secure by going through the studs. And then as I'm doing this, Jeremy's going to be working over there.
When you do the bottom one, make sure you go a little lower than the outlet. Just remember that wires usually run parallel to the outlet.
So late.
Where'd you put it?
Right here.
Okay, be careful with doing that.
Uh-oh. I left my spacer in here.
You a fool. I love doing life for my wife.
Got him!
You gotta bring the big boy out. I went to grab the circular saw, but then I'm like, hold on. My niece is like, we should just use the table saw. I'm like, you know what? We should do that. Table saw it is. It's actually been a while since I used this thing. You remember how to use it?
Did I ever know how?
Of course you know how to use it. We're professionals.
It's time to get a ramp.
Well, I have that ramp right there. I just didn't put it over here.
That ain't no ramp. You call this a ramp, honey?
Yeah.
Knock it off.
That's all I need. I mean, happy.
Whatever.
Look under it.
Hmm?
Go back. Go back to your setting. Go back to where you're standing. Look down. There's a lever to your right.
This?
There you go.
Told you I don't know how to use this thing.
That's a straight cut.
All of a sudden it's tighter.
All right, what's good, y'all? So yeah, Shay ended up putting the baseboards back on. We just got back from Lowe's right now. Went to go pick up some boards and some more trim pieces and stuff. And obviously, we went as a family, so I had to just bend the board. You know what I'm saying? It's a 4x8, so I ended up bending it and get inside the trunk. By any means necessary, man. Most of the time, they usually cut it for you, but the machines are down, so I just have to start bringing my own tools and just cutting on site. That's what I used to do before. I didn't do it. Just a reminder to start doing it again. But I'm going to get this stuff inside the house and we'll start working on our trim pieces.
Note to self, put the wall piece in first. I need a bigger one. Wait a minute. It's upside down. It's not even.
It's because the freaking ceiling's not even, bro. Look right here.
No, I know. I'm just saying. This looks good. I like
It's one of those things,
looks.
man. The ceiling's not even, so like the middle of the board is touching the ceiling, but then the sides are off. Like you can see right here. Let me show y'all. It's kind of nonsense you have to deal with sometimes, you feel me? It touches right there on the ceiling, but then it makes the left side gapped. Also the right side gapped. But it's all good though. This is where skills and creativity kicks in. You good over there?
Yep.
Alright, y'all, so I just got back from the store, man. Had to go to Lowe's real fast and pick up some more stuff. Alright, let's go test it out.
So, we're back. Another day working on this office, I feel like the good thing is there's no rush. The good thing is that there is no rush. But on the other hand, we keep making progress, then going backwards, then making progress, and then going backwards, and then making progress and going backwards. So we completely ripped off so many things right now. As you can see, we no longer have that white cap that we put on, as well as the sides are off. You know, after further research and just kind of not liking the result of what we did, we kind of backtracked and found a better method, found better pieces to cap off things, and just a better way.
It's called learning on the job.
Yeah, basically we're just learning as we go.
Don't be afraid. Just do it.
Which is fine. You know, I feel like that's the way I learn, is to have trial and error and then figure out what works best. So that's where we're at. But anyways, we are adjusting. And like I told you in the beginning, just trust the process, okay? Because we're trusting the process. So we had like some areas that had like very ugly overhangs. And at the end of the day, the trim is supposed to cap off and make everything look complete and neat and all that. The things that we ended up applying as far as caps go just weren't good options. They just weren't. So we peeled back a couple things and we put something new on. We did waste some money, but it's fine. It's okay. Because we are saving money. If we would have paid somebody to do this, it would have been way more. So we ended up putting up the paneling that you guys saw us do at the top. But then we ended up covering that up with pieces. So it was like we really didn't need that paneling after all, because it got covered up anyways. You know, it is what it is. We're learning, and that makes the process more fun. I can't wait for the finishing product. I can't wait until we start caulking. Can't wait until we start painting, because I just already know that's when it's going to come together and it's going to end up looking really, really good. So we're almost there. Hopefully we can start caulking maybe in a couple hours, hopefully sooner. And then, I don't know, maybe start painting on Saturday. Today's Thursday. Jeremy's putting on a new trim piece, adding some shims because not everything is completely leveled. So, yeah, don't nail your finger now.
You talking all that?
Oh, about my amazing cuts?
We need some light up in here. It sucks because there's usually a lot of light coming through here right now, but it's like super cloudy. But it's all good though, man. We're definitely making progress. You know, just trust the process. I think it's part of our title. Either our title or our thumbnail, trust the process.
Can you buy that?
A desk?
Uh-huh. Like that big?
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys, we're back. It's day 57. That's what it feels like. This is taking forever.
57, we're still doing the same thing.
I know. We're making progress. It's not quick, fast progress, but it is progress.
There's more. Can I have more?
And this is why we're on day 57.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back. Day 58.
I think I already mentioned the other day that we're not in a rush, so it's fine. Today we are doing some caulking and some sealing, filling holes with, you know, wood filler and stuff. Very tedious. As you can see, things are kind of coming along. It's looking good. We just have a lot of holes to fill within the bookcase. We already did a lot of like the crack sealing, the molding sealing. Not sealing, but sealant. We did crack and molding sealant. Filling. Whatever. We filled the holes in the cracks up above. But we need to do the bookcase. Hopefully that'll be fast. I mean, it's just small little holes, but it's coming along. It's looking good. This side is more finished than the other side. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do down here because we have such a wide opening where sealant is not gonna work. So we're probably just gonna have to cap it off with some small piece of wood. But other than that, it's looking good. We are hoping to get started with painting. Probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually Super Bowl. So I don't see much progress being done tomorrow. Maybe Monday. We'll see. We will see. But I am ready for this to be done and completed. I'm like excited to see what it's going to turn out to be.
Say hi. Can I say hi?
Sure, honey.
Hi guys, my mom is talking up, but I love mommy. I love mommy.
I love you,
I love
sweetie.
mommy. And she's so good. I know she's so good.
So we have decided to add more molding to the wall. But we have extra material, so we just decided it'll probably be better to give this wall a bit more character and detail and whatnot. So Jeremy got to cutting and now we're putting it on the wall. We're doing like 2 size picture frame moldings. So there's gonna be one big one at the top and then one small one at the bottom.
Alright y'all, so we got all the trims and everything up. We patched all the little holes up, you know what I'm saying? So everything's gonna be ready to paint. Right now I'm gonna get ready to prep for painting. Get that all prepared. Let me show y'all what it looks like. It looks really good, man. I love the way it came out. I mean, I just love how sometimes, you know, we just gotta make corrections and do things on the fly, you feel me? But I feel like that's the beauty of doing DIY, doing things yourself, and just learning and growing as you go. Especially considering the fact that sometimes it's like, dang, this right here needs to be corrected. We can do it this way, or maybe we should do it this way. And Shanice's like, no, we should do it this way. He's like, no, I don't think that. Like the back and forth between us, you know what I'm saying, sharing ideas and stuff like that. I feel like that's what helps us grow our relationship, grow our trust with each other, you know what I mean? So today's paint day. So I'm out here in the shed grabbing our sprayer. We actually have 2 paint sprayers. They're both made by Wagner. One I believe is like the Flexio 5000, which kind of has like a little container, you know what I'm saying, you fill the paint up, you hook it up to it, and then when you're painting with it, all the air that comes from the machine kind of like blows everywhere, so it kind of does make a little mess here and there. But we actually have another one that's an airless one, so that's the one I'm gonna grab. This one right here is a game changer. The only problem is that we haven't used it in a minute, so we definitely have to kind of retrain ourselves. And then you have to pretty much like flush the hoses and all kind of stuff. So hopefully it's good to go, man. If not, it might slow us down. But this one is the Wagner Control Pro. I think it's like the 150 or 170 model. Alright, so I got the paint sprayer all primed and ready to go. It's cleaned out. Everything was actually well cleaned the last time we used it. So that was a blessing. So now we're just gonna do our final little cleanup and get to spraying. Same time.
I didn't even cover the wall right there at the bottom.
Alright, so far we got everything primed. The machine that we use, man, like this thing is a beast. like I said, we have 2 of them. I should have used my other one. Once I started spraying it, I went over the spots too many times and it was just like a lot of paint, even like on the lowest setting. Like when we did our deck with it, I mean, it was a game changer, you know, just open space, a lot of area. But for this little confined area, it's kind of overkill. So Shanice ended up going over with the brush, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, making everything look nice and sweet. So now we're letting it dry, but we got the paint And this paint color right here, like Shanice's in love with this thing.
I did it again, you guys. I did not test the paint color. I saw it, I liked it, and I bought it. I feel like it's gonna look really good on this wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty, I like it. Whether it looks darker, whether it looks lighter, whether it looks a little bit more green, whether it looks a little bit more blue, it's like, I feel like
I like it, period. Like it. Yeah. I mean, the fact that this room gets a lot of light in the evening time anyways, whether it's too dark, like, it's okay. It's not a lot of light in here. I'm gonna probably not be okay with it if it's not dark enough, you know what I mean? Because we want it to set the tone for this room, you know what I mean? We want that dark, elegant, grownish, you know what I'm saying? Like, grown vibes in here, you
That's
know what I mean?
That's what this color is called. It's called shade grown.
Shade grown.
Like, we grown up in here.
You feel me? I don't want my stuff looking all light skinned. You feel me? I want my dark, baby.
But today we're getting started much earlier. I honestly think this is the first time we're starting in the morning, which is great, which is really great. As you can see, it is pretty much done. We removed the tape, all the plastic and stuff, but we have a lot of touching up to do because I did not remove the tape when the paint was still wet, which I knew better. But the first day that I sprayed the paint onto the wall, I didn't finish. I could tell for sure I needed to go over it again. It was just late. I was missing a bunch of spots. It's also hard to get complete coverage inside of the shelving cases because, you know, it's just a tight space. So I didn't want to overspray and then create like drips and all that stuff. So I was only able to do like a certain amount of spray in certain areas. And then I had to wait for it to dry in order to spray it again. So I left all the tape up. I left all the plastic, everything for the next day. Didn't even get to spraying or painting anything the day after. And everything just completely dried. So that's my bad. Like I said, I knew better because you're supposed to remove the tape while the paint is drying so that you can have clean, crisp lines while removing the paint. But since we waited 2 days later to remove the tape, it obviously ripped off some paint from the areas that need to be painted. So I'll show you guys what that looks like and why I need to touch up. You can see right there in that area, right there, major touching up that needs to take place, as well as over there. So I'm gonna have to whip out the paintbrush. And as you can see, we also got a lot of paint on the ceiling wall as well. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing too that this needs touching up. Oh my gosh, this stuff like drinks up the paint. I promise you guys, I've sprayed this stuff so many times. This is crazy. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of touching up because I see a lot of areas that do not have complete coverage, like right here in this corner. Yeah, so we got work to do, which is annoying, which is the reason why I decided to spray in the first place, because I didn't want to have to whip out the brushes and the rollers and things. But I mean, we have to do that anyways. But the con about spraying paint onto any surface, there's always that like big burst of air that comes from the gun, and it ends up like ripping off my coverage. So that's what was happening to the ceiling. Like the paint sprayer was just completely like blowing away my tape. Like it couldn't stand a chance. So I ended up spraying the ceiling, the wall, parts of the baseboards. So we just have a lot of touching up to do. What's nice is that all like the crazy detail work is painted and I don't have to worry about doing that, which is why I decided to use the blower in the first place. Why do I keep calling it a blower? It's not a blower. And then we can get to filling up these bookcases, filling up the cabinets, starting to, you know, just style the area. And what's also exciting is that our desk came yesterday. So I was so eager to open that thing up and just put it up, but we're just not there yet. We're not there yet. As y'all can see, we got a mess. And then I completely made a boo-boo. I ended up pressing the trigger to the spray painter and got paint all over the floor. So I ended up just letting it dry because I felt like it'll be easier to clean up once it's dried. I could just scrape it up. But yeah, that was a hot mess. So there's still a lot of like minor work to do. I'm really not going to bore you guys with showing you guys that. So I'm just going to get to that, come back once it's done, and then we can clean up and open up our exciting package. So I basically decided to be an overachiever, and I added a bit more molding to this wall, just because I feel like this wall is also going to be a statement with the curtains and everything. So I just wanted to add a little bit more detail. So right now I'm about to caulk it, seal it up, and then paint it real quick. And then I'm going to get this room cleaned up, and then hopefully we can open up our desk. I might have to wait for Jeremy because it's really heavy. But maybe I'll decide what I'm going to do with the curtain, because we also got new curtains. Because like we mentioned earlier on, when we first moved in here, this was just temporary. So we want to do something different. We got new curtains. I'm going to extend the rod out a bit and then just make it look different and better. So turns out I threw away the other extension rods, so I cannot extend them like at all. So I'm basically stuck with this length unless I buy new rods. But what I did do is move the bracket to the furthest point so that the curtain could extend a little bit more past the point that it was originally at. So that's just gonna have to work for now. We need privacy, so I'm gonna get these curtains up. It's gonna be dark in a couple hours, so let's get them rolling. So these curtains are from 2 pages. I believe I did the triple pleat on these. The color, I cannot remember, but I will put it in the description below or on the screen. That looks so nice already. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay guys, the curtains are up. They look beautiful. They are the perfect length. We did good with the measurements. The molding looks good. Like, I love it. I just love curtains in general. 2 pages curtains are beautiful, but I just love pleated curtains. Look at that. Look at those pleats. Aren't they beautiful? Gosh, I love it. Very happy with this color as well. Got a desk from Ernest. I'm so excited. Like, they have such great quality pieces of furniture. The desk that we chose is such a beautiful piece. I'm so excited to share with you guys that piece. And thank you, Ernest, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Color is perfect. This next day we ended up unboxing the desk. It was pretty simple to put together. We just had a little bit of trouble trying to get things aligned, but we ended up getting it. There was probably only like 8 hardware tools to apply to the desk, so it was pretty straightforward. It looks beautiful. Let me show you guys how it looks. So this desk is everything that I wanted. It is the color that I love. The desk is in the color brown oak. It has this beautiful fluting, which is made of solid oak. It has 2 drawers. The drawers aren't super huge, but it's a nice size, good enough for what we need it for. They're also very solid, very sturdy. As you can see, it has like the beautiful wood grain all throughout it. It's made of a solid oak as well as engineered wood. And this one also comes in 2 different colors. I believe they have a black one and a natural wood colored one. I just love the retro style of this. It has the fluting all throughout, in the front, on the legs, on the drawers. It's just like a really gorgeous desk. I really love it. I love the color. It really complements the green that we have going in the back. I love that this desk is like a good choice for me and Jeremy. It has like a masculine vibe to it, as well as like just like a feminine, dainty sort of vibe. Like, it's just the perfect desk for him and I to share. I just love it. This desk is so perfect. I already started putting away things yesterday, like late last night, but I'm gonna add some things to the desk, especially the desk drawers. Probably put a couple decor pieces. I do want to add maybe like a mat, because I do not want to ruin the surface of this. And yeah, like, we don't have a chair, so a chair is next, but we got the most important piece, which is this beautiful desk. We're adding the essentials here. Picture me?
Professional. Nah, it looks really good, man.
I know, I love it.
I actually sent it to one of my buddies and he was like, bro, that looks official, man.
I know. Thank you, Ernest, for sending this to us. We are obsessed.
Make you want to do work, huh? I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in here. It was only smart to actually have a solid desk. We should show them a picture of our old desk that we had. It was like, come on, man. I used to hate showing people that desk.
Well, we're gonna finish styling the office, and then we're gonna show you guys the before and after reveal.